When I started, I had completed my certification. I'd been working as a somatic coach, somatic practitioner for about a year after I completed a couple of years of training. So it was something I was already doing, but not in the way that I wanted to be. So I had just a couple of clients. I didn't have any marketing materials. I didn't have a website. The clients I did have were all word of mouth referrals, which felt great, but it was definitely not sufficient. And I was really longing to take the work from just doing the work to actually having a business, right? Being really clear about what do I need to do to make this a sustainable way to offer something that I feel really passionate about and have received so much benefit from myself. Um, so through the Queer MBA course, I moved forward. Well, I will say that it was incredibly supportive to have the group, to have the coaching. And also for the first half, I was still in that like, but I need to have all of the things, right? There was that I don't know if it was exactly urgency, but there's a lot of perfectionism that comes up for me. Maybe some folks can relate. And a lot of resistance to try. I'm saying this candidly, I didn't want to be resistant, but I felt resistant to just throwing spaghetti against the wall and trying things. And that meant I wasn't doing much of anything. This particularly showed up for me around like putting out a website, telling the world this is who I am and what I do in a way that is just out there, right? In words and pictures that didn't allow me an opportunity for that kind of one-on-one relational process that feels so much more comfortable to me. And I think several of the things that I really value in the Queer MBA are that it's this really beautiful balance of logistical, practical, kind of the science of, it's very step by step. Like there's a piece of it that feels very practical, and that's important. It's not all, you know, feeling into our visions, which I think is deeply important. And there is a big piece of that. It's also a big piece of the work that I do. But I think that like tying purpose driven, values aligned, the dreaming, the visioning, the connecting to purpose as one piece with very practical steps was really valuable. Um, Having the cohort, I mean, I'm a big believer in groups. I'm a big believer we don't transform alone. We do it in relationship. And so I love my cohort forever. That was a really supportive space and continues to be. I think the places that the things I kept hitting up against that perfectionism, and also I think just wanting to get it right out of the gate were the things that have transformed most for me. Like, candidly, I am still working through a lot of the steps. There are many things that I'm still working to implement, speaking of pace. But what I was able to do was try things on and know that I didn't have to do them forever. So I have a website now. I have a way people can book me, a way people can find me. I have, I've written it, I've shared it out. So now I have a larger one-on-one client base. I've been doing groups. I'm also training to teach this work. So a lot of my time is still in my own training. And so right now I don't have a full practice, but I feel a lot more comfortable with knowing like by what point do I need to have a full practice or find another form of income, like, and that it is growing and it's growing slowly, but I have a lot less anxiety about that. And I also feel really grateful that I have these resources that I still get to go through and be like, oh, right, now I'm ready for this piece of that, and I'm going to dig in more deeply.